The universe is vast, an immense space so large that even human imagination finds it difficult to fully grasp. We live on a small planet called Earth, a tiny blue dot floating in the vast cosmic ocean. But have you ever wondered, if we were to leave this planet and travel into space, where would we go? And just how vast is the universe? Earth, the only planet we know to harbor life, is just a tiny blue speck in the vastness of the universe. It is home to more than 8 billion people, where the entire history of humanity has unfolded. But when we leave Earth's surface and look back, everything familiar becomes nothing more than a small blue sphere suspended in the infinite blackness of space. Yet as we gaze further beyond, past the atmosphere, beyond the moon, past the familiar planets and the sun, we embark on an epic journey, one that seeks to grasp the true scale of the universe. The first milestone in our cosmic journey is the moon, located about 384,000 kilometers from Earth. This distance is so vast that if you were to drive a car at a constant speed of 100 kilometers per hour, it would take you more than 160 days to reach it. The moon is Earth's only natural satellite. From the surface of the moon, Earth appears as a small blue globe floating in the endless expanse of space. This image has completely changed humanity's perception of its place in the universe. However, the moon is still relatively close. As we continue our journey toward the center of the solar system, distances start to become truly immense. The sun is approximately 150 million kilometers away from Earth, a distance referred to as 1 astronomical unit. Light from the sun, traveling at a speed of 300,000 kilometers per second, takes 8 minutes and 20 seconds to reach Earth. If you were to travel this distance on a commercial airplane flying at 900 kilometers per hour, it would take you about 19 years to get there. This enormous distance serves as a clear reminder of the vastness of space, even within our own solar system. The sun is not only the source of light and energy for Earth, but also the center of an expansive planetary system. However, we cannot stop here. We must continue our journey to explore other planets. Mars, the fourth planet in the solar system, has always been an intriguing destination for scientists. At its closest, Mars is about 54.6 million kilometers from Earth, but at its farthest, this distance increases to 401 million kilometers when the two planets are on opposite sides of the Sun. To put it in perspective, if you traveled to Mars on a commercial airplane, it would take more than 50 years to reach it. This is why sending humans to Mars remains an enormous challenge. Not only is the distance immense, but the journey to Mars is also complicated by the continuous shifting of the planet's orbits. Spacecraft like Perseverance, Curiosity, and SpaceX missions must meticulously calculate launch times to save fuel and reduce travel duration. Farther out, we reach the most distant boundary of our solar system, Neptune, a colossal ice giant located 4.5 billion kilometers from Earth. Light from the sun takes 4 hours and 15 minutes to reach this planet. Yet even at this distance, we are still only within a tiny portion of the universe. In 1977, the Voyager 1 probe was launched to satisfy humanity's endless curiosity about the cosmos. As of today, Voyager 1 has traveled more than 22 billion kilometers, making it the farthest human-made object from Earth, drifting through the cosmic ocean. In 1990, at the request of the renowned astronomer Carl Sagan, Voyager 1 turned its camera back toward Earth to capture one final image. The result was the legendary pale blue dot photograph. From a distance of 6 billion kilometers, our planet appears as nothing more than a tiny, faint speck in the vast universe. Reflecting on this image, Carl Sagan emphasized our responsibility to cherish and protect our only home, a mere dot in the boundless cosmos. At the outermost reaches of the solar system, we find the Oort cloud, a theoretical vast region filled with icy celestial bodies. This region may extend up to 100,000 astronomical units from the Sun, roughly 1.9 light-years, marking the boundary of interstellar space. Scientists define the edge of interstellar space using an area called the heliopause, where the Sun's influence ends and the journey into the galaxy truly begins. Moving further out, we reach Alpha Centauri, the closest star system to the Sun, located about 41.3 trillion kilometers or 4.4 light-years away. At such vast distances, the astronomical unit becomes impractical, and astronomers use light-years, the distance light travels in 1 year, for measurement. With today's technology, a journey to Alpha Centauri is impossible. For example, Voyager 1, traveling at 17 kilometers per second, would take over 70,000 years to reach this star system. This illustrates the immense expanse of interstellar space and how interstellar travel remains far beyond our current capabilities. Now, we expand our view to an even greater scale: galaxies. The Milky Way is a spiral galaxy approximately 100,000 light-years in diameter, containing hundreds of billions of stars, each potentially hosting its own planetary system. Within this vast structure, there exists a tiny region called the human radio bubble, extending roughly 100 light-years from Earth. This is the farthest distance that our radio and television signals have traveled. Beyond this bubble, the universe remains entirely unaware of our existence. The Milky Way is part of the Local Group, a collection of over 50 galaxies spanning 10 million light-years. However, this group is merely a small part of the Virgo supercluster, which contains over 100 galaxy clusters across 110 million light-years. Beyond that, we belong to the Laniakea supercluster, meaning immense heaven in Hawaiian. This structure spans 500 million light-years and includes millions of galaxies with a combined mass equivalent to 100 million trillion suns. Finally, we reach the limit of the observable universe, spanning an astonishing 93 billion light-years. However, due to the expansion of the universe, some regions are receding from us faster than the speed of light, forever beyond humanity's reach. We still do not know the true extent of the universe. It may be infinite. Among the billions of galaxies, perhaps there are other civilizations out there. But until we find an answer, Earth remains our only home. And perhaps the most important question is not how far we can travel, but how well we can protect this fragile world of ours. No matter how vast the universe is, it always inspires in us an unquenchable thirst for exploration, understanding, and surpassing all limits. This concludes our video. Leave a comment below to join the discussion. Please like, share, and subscribe to support the channel's growth. Thank you for watching.